Hey everyone, today we're going to check out this walking pad. We're going to do an unboxing to see everything that it comes with, how to assemble it. So let's dive in. All right, so now that we have everything unboxed, we'll take a little bit closer look at everything that it comes with. So here we have the support panel for the tablet. It also comes with an owner's manual on how to set it up and how to operate it, so be sure to check that out. It also comes with lubricant for the treadmill. You have 2 rubber feet. You have the safety lanyard. It comes with 4 knobs. And lastly, we have an Allen wrench with a Phillips head as well. So that's all the pieces that it comes with. So let's see how we put it together to get it up and running. So the great thing about this walking pad is it's very quick and easy to assemble. The only items you need for the majority of the assembly are going to be these 4 knobs. And these knobs are going to go in 2 locations on both sides of the treadmill. And the first location is going to be on the very front of the walking pad here. And you notice the metal arm on the bottom of the handlebar. You want to raise the handlebar to align with the insert on the front of the walking pad and then insert the knob there. And the second place you're going to place the knob is going to be right here at this insert beneath the main control panel. You're going to lower the control panel till it lines up and insert the knob there. You want to do this on both sides of the walking pad. You get all those points secured. And once you've done that, that is essentially 90% of the setup. Very quick and easy. So next we'll install the tablet support, the rubber feet for Incline, as well as the safety lanyard. Alright y'all, so before we install the rubber feet, I wanted to point out a couple things. When you first set up the walking pad, if you notice if it's wobbly when you step on it, like if it's wobbling side to side, if you lean the walking pad over, you'll find these adjustable feet. You can turn these right or left to either heighten it or shorten it to allow you to level out the walking pad on an uneven surface. So be sure to look for that in case you need it. Another thing I want to point out is incline variations. So if you have this red piece collapsed all the way down like it currently is, level and parallel, and if you want to lower this on both sides just like that, that's going to give you your first level of incline. And if you want to take the incline up to the maximum of 13 degrees, that's where the rubber feet will come into play. And you can install those on just like that. And then lower the walking pad onto it and do the same thing for the other side. And that'll give you your max incline. All right, so now that we have the walking pad completely set up, we'll go over some things to know. We'll go over how it works and how to operate it, as well as some additional features about this walking pad. All right, so a couple things to know about powering on the walking pad. You'll find the power switch right here in the front of the walking pad. You want to turn that on after you have it plugged in. Another thing to know is going to be about the power cord itself. You can see here it's only about 4 feet long, and I'm having to use an extension cord in order to reach my outlet. Just something to keep in consideration whenever you're looking at this walking pad, if you may need an extension cord or not. So that way you have a better idea if you'll be able to use this walking pad in the space in your home that you're considering. Another thing to know is going to be about using the incline functionality of this walking pad. This is something that has to be manually done. It is not automatic from the control panel. So the walking pad is going to have 3 different levels. Right now it's just sitting on the ground where it's parallel to the ground. In the first level of incline, if you were to tip your walking pad over a little and lower down this little plastic foot on both sides, that'll give you your first level of incline. And then the walking pad also comes with these rubber feet. These are going to add some additional incline, and you'll insert them right on the end of that plastic foot there. And that'll give you your max level incline of 13 degrees. And so just keep in mind, this does have to be done manually, in case that's something you were considering when looking at this walking pad. A couple other cool things about this walking pad to know is it also comes with Bluetooth as well as a mobile app. So after you power the walking pad on, you'll hear this. Power on. Bluetooth mode. And at that point, the Bluetooth is active for the walking pad. You can go on your tablet or your phone and locate the new device and connect to it there. The walking pad does have a speaker, which can be found right up under here beneath this front grill here. Unfortunately, the speaker in mine is cracked or broken, I believe, because when I play music through it, it's very staticky and broken. However, it is good to know that it does come with Bluetooth and a speaker. So if you do end up ordering one of these walking pads, be sure to check out the speaker to make sure it works, to make sure it functions properly. The last thing I want to point out here is that you can find a QR code here on the tablet panel, and you can scan this with the camera on your phone, and that'll allow you to download the mobile app for this walking pad. And that app can be pretty cool because it's going to have different exercises and programs in there that you can follow along with and hear it through the speaker from Bluetooth. And those are some additional features I thought would be important to know. Another cool thing about this walking pad is it also has these metal sensors here on the handlebars. Now these are unique to this walking pad because I've reviewed some similar walking pads in the past and they did not have this. But these sensors will allow you to track your heart rate, as you'll see on the control panel there that is switched to the heart rate tracker. on the LED screen. And so if that's something that's important to you, this is definitely a good walking pad to consider. So those are some additional features and things I thought would be important to know about this walking pad. And so now we'll go over how the control panel works. So after you power on the walking pad, you'll notice it has this nice bright LED display on the control panel. It's very crisp and easy to read, which I really like. And the functionality is very easy and straightforward and user-friendly. Starting on the bottom right, you have the green button, which is the start button. And so after you press the start button, it'll count down from 3 seconds, and then it'll turn on. It'll start off at 0.6 miles an hour. Now the walking pad ranges from 0.6 miles an hour up to 7.5 miles per hour, which is another cool feature about this walking pad. That's an additional 1 to 1.5 miles an hour faster than other walking pads I've reviewed. So this one does go up to 7.5 miles per hour. And after it's on, you have the option of using these plus and minus buttons here on the side to adjust your speed up and down. And the next button you're going to find is going to be the red stop button. Now that red stop button is going to have 2 different functions. With a quick press, it'll allow you to pause your workout, which is great in case you have a phone call or someone at the door in the middle of your workout. It'll pause your workout. It'll save all your data, such as the speed, time, distance, and calories burned. That way, when you come back and you hit the start button again, it'll pick up right where you left off. And the second functionality of the stop button is you're going to push and hold it for a couple seconds, and that'll actually turn off and power down the treadmill. And the next button you're going to see is going to be the P and M mode. That's going to stand for program and mode. So this button also has 2 different functionalities. You want to access this during standby mode while the treadmill is not running yet. So if you hit P, it'll allow you to cycle through the various programs that the treadmill has programmed. And it's going to be 12 different ones, and those are going to be different workout programs with different speed, times, and distance intervals. So you're welcome to select any of those for a workout if you'd like. And then lastly, if you keep pressing it, it'll allow you to rotate through time, distance, and calories. And so for instance, if you wanted to set up your workout to burn up to 100 calories, you could select that number, and then once you hit the start button, it'll keep track of that and it'll start counting down. So you have an idea of how many calories you burned. And you can also do that with distance. So if you wanted to walk 2 miles, you could set the distance to 2 miles and then hit the start button, and it'll turn off once you've completed 2 miles. So that's a nice feature to be able to set up your own workout if you like. And then lastly, we have the 3-6 button here. So after you started the walking pad, this 3-6 button, if you hit it once, will automatically jump the speed to 3 miles an hour. If you hit it a second time, it'll jump to 6 miles an hour. So that's just a shortcut speed button to quickly access 3 or 6 miles an hour. And lastly, to demonstrate how fast the treadmill goes, it will allow you to adjust the speed up to 7.5 miles an hour, which is its max speed. So overall, the control panel is super user-friendly, very intuitive to use. It's got large buttons which makes it easy to access and press. The LED display is nice and bright and very easy to read. And a couple other features you'll see here is it does have 2 cup holders. Both these cup holders are about 1.5 inches or so deep, so there'll be plenty of space to be able to fit a cup of coffee or your pre-workout or any beverage you have on hand while you're doing your exercise on the walking pad. And with the tablet support installed, you'll see it also has a lot of space up here. So it very easily can support a tablet as well as reading a book if you're on the walking pad and want to do that. But also there's plenty of space if you have a small laptop and want to use that while you're on the walking pad. And lastly, you do have this safety lanyard. It is recommended to have that on while you're exercising with the walking pad. And to demonstrate how that works is while it's on, if the safety lanyard disconnects, it'll automatically shut down the walking pad. And in order to reactivate it, you want to make sure you reinsert that there and resume activity as normal. And one great feature about this walking pad is it is collapsible. You can collapse it down for easy storage to be able to store it away when it's not in use. And in order to collapse it, you want to remove the knob that you put in place here beneath the handles, as well as in front of the treadmill here. And once those knobs have been removed, you can lower the control panel and then lower the handles and collapse it and slide it into a closet, under your bed, or even under your sofa, which is really convenient and one great thing I love about this walking pad. So overall, I think this is a great walking pad. I think it's a great affordable option if you're looking for something to use inside your home. And it's also great that it's collapsible. You can easily store it away under a couch or a bed or in a closet if you need to. The walking pad is also really light for its size. It's only 49 pounds. You can see I can easily lift it up with 2 hands here. But it's very easy to maneuver around if you need. This walking pad comes with some unique features that I haven't seen on others. Some of those features are going to be a mobile app. Another one is Bluetooth and a speaker as well. The walking pad also has 2 incline variations. You have a level 1 and level 2, which is up to a 13-degree incline. It also has these metal sensors on the handlebars that I've not seen in others to help track your heart rate if that's something you're looking for. This walking pad also goes up to 7.5 miles per hour, which is a little bit faster than others that I've seen that only go up to 6 to 6.5 miles per hour. I was really impressed with how quickly the walking pad assembles. You can get it assembled and up and running in less than 5 minutes. This particular walking pad can support up to 350 pounds, which is impressive due to its small size. It can support a lot of weight. It also has a support for a tablet, gives you plenty of surface space for reading a book or using a small laptop if you'd like. So very convenient in a lot of ways. So other than the little speaker being a little bit defective when I was testing it out, overall the walking pad is good quality, well built, the perfect option to use at home, and y'all enjoy.